Welcome to our new segment. Today, we are going to talk about the gravitational energy.
Affects everyone because the Earth generates it. Gravitational energy is dependent on the masses of two bodies, their distance apart, and the gravitational constant. Any time that a heavy object is kept high up, a force or power is likely to be holding it up there. This is the reason why it stays up and does not fall down.
We will have a short break. We will be right back. Don't get up from your seat.
Is energy?
Energy is the ability to do work, the ability to cause motion and change. To understand the fundamental facts of energy, you must have a working knowledge of its terminology. From atoms down to X-rays, sing along and learn with me the ABCs and XYZs of energy.
We are right back. Now, we will contact the expert Daniela. She will tell us about gravitational energy. Wow. I will try it again.
I'm sorry, the old expert of energy can't come to the phone right now. Why? Because she's dead. I'm just kidding. Hello, how is it?
Hello, it's me. I was wondering if after all these rings, can you explain us the gravitational energy types, please?
Sure! There are two types of gravitational energy, potential and elastic. For instance, if a book resets on a high table, an external force and acting against the gravitational force. If the book falls, the same work as the employee to lift it will be affected by the same force.
So, when a ball at a certain height has a gravitational potential energy, as the ball falls, its potential energy decreases until it touches the ground. Its value is zero, right?
Understand me, as it falls, it increases its velocity and therefore its kinetic energy.
And elastic energy?
An object can store energy as a result of its position. For example, the heavy ball of a demolition machine is storing energy when it held an elevated position. This stored energy of position is referred to as potential energy.
Thank you for explaining us about this interesting topic. So, here's my number, so call me maybe. See you, we are back to you, Alan.
Ha! Thanks, Usua. There are a lot of examples in normal life because this kind of energy is natural. When you carry something, you use gravitational potential energy to carry the object, and in the moment you transfer the energy to the object because he goes against the gravitational energy of the Earth. Also, every time you move, you produce this energy which maximum value is zero, and the force is always negative. And the elastic gravitational energy is the energy that the project uses to return to his original form after the use of a potential energy. For example, when you jump, you use potential energy, but the force that brings you back to the ground is the elastic energy produced by the gravity of the Earth.
We will have a short break. We will be right back.
Midnight shadows, we find that love is a battle.
This is new for our audience. Now we will introduce you to a new segment, the storytelling.
The Newton story. After dinner, the weather became warm. We went into the garden and drank tea, under the shade of some apple trees. He was just in the same situation as when formerly the notion of gravitation came into his mind. It was an occasion by the fall of an apple, and he sat in contemplative mood.
A young Isaac Newton is sitting beneath an apple tree, contemplating the mysterious universe. Suddenly, boink! An apple hits him on the head. Aha! He shouts, or perhaps, Eureka!
Why should that apple always descend perpendicularly to the ground? Thought to himself. Why should it not go sideways or upwards, but constantly the earth's center? Surely the reason is that the earth draws it. There must be drawing power in matter, Newton said.
In a flash, he understands that the very same force that brought the apple crashing toward the ground also keeps the moon falling toward the earth and the earth falling toward the sun. Gravity.
The apocryphal story is one of the most famous in the history of science, and now you can see for yourself that Newton actually said. Information from
Culture Lab. Don't miss the next episode. This is something that you will hear.
There are two types of nuclear energy, strong and weak.
Strong nuclear force is about 100 times stronger than electromagnetism. These forces is always known as strong interactions. Strong nuclear forces can be applied in two aspects. One is the large scale and the other one is lower scale.
One of the examples for the strong nuclear force leads to the release of energy when heat is generated in nuclear power plant to generate steam for generating electricity.
Weak nuclear force is one of the four fundamental forces. Electromagnetic force, gravitational force, and strong nuclear force are the other forces.
Weak nuclear force is caused by the emission or exchange of W and C bosons. Weak nuclear forces are very short range because of the heaviness of W and C particles.
There are two types of weak energy: charged current nuclear force and the neutral current nuclear force.
For you to understand, I will tell you two examples. An up-type quark is converted into down-type of absorbing W particle or emitting W plus boson particle. And a W boson particle is not stable. Therefore, it will decompose or decay in short time.
Whoops! The time is over. Follow us on the next part of our program. Bye!